Good morning.
Well, I guess I'm up. All I did was dream about this.
Welcome to my room. And welcome to my day, I guess.
So here in the bedrooms, because that's quite random, and yeah, I usually wake at 7:40 because I have really crap executive function, and by leaving everything slightly late, it forces me to kind of run against the clock and actually get out.
The alarm went off and that I woke up, but that you weren't there. And it was only about halfway through the dream I realised it was a dream. Would you like tea? I'll see you in a bit. Oh no, tomorrow's in the shower. I never know what to do when tomorrow's in the shower.
I found 2 worms yesterday, which is not a lot of worms, but you know, I could cut them up.
What do my eyes look like?
I already cleaned the house because you're coming, so just know that I cleaned this house.
Forgot that was that's not mine. It's not mine. By the way. This documentary would be like a fly on the wall, but it's really more like an elephant in the room.
I don't know if SJ is gonna want to be. Oh fuck. That happens every day though, so that's pretty accurate. I just spilled. Oh, I just spilled more. Yeah, that's alright. Nothing that can't be cleaned out. What was I saying?
I'm going to have one of these just to make sure my specimen pills fuck off. Okay. Down, 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 down. Everything goes in together, just one setting.
And also this evening, I've totally forgot, but I'd agreed to go to a exhibition opening with a friend, so we can go down to that. I think that'll be around 6 or 7. My grandma, Nana Joan, who spoke earlier about slim kitchens, says that if you stand up when you eat, you'll get fat legs. So my housemates here, who are very fond of Nana Joan, call me Joey Fat Legs. And they put on an American accent, not unlike yours. They go, Joey Fat Legs, because I stand up and eat quite a lot.
separate pile.
As a child, that's what I used to think about endlessly. I would always be thinking about the kitchen island. I'd also think about having a shower, a dryer, and also a dishwasher. Those were things that I didn't have growing up. That I was like, oh, when I have those, I'll be living the middle class dream.
Here's my little friend. SJ got him for me for Valentine's Day. What's his name again? Munchkin Deluxe Jr.
What sort of documentary is this? It must be rubbish. It's just a guy drinking and eating toast.
This isn't dignified. It's just medicinal.
Just about drinkable, temperature-wise.
Also, do you like this little picture of the cats? I got it in the car boot sale. It's so cute. It brings me so much joy.
But this magazine started in the 1970s. And I think I really first started looking at it in the 1980s, and in the small ads in the back they used to advertise things to do with surrealism, anyone who was publishing anything.
This isn't mine, but I like it. This guy, it's quite good. These are my housemates.
I bought him from the market many years back here in Arparay. He looks very, very scared.
But what is mine? Is a kind of Charles and Diana ashtray, which I found really funny, because I can only assume when you stub out the cigarette, you're always presented with a choice. And I guess if you're a kind of staunch royalist, you'd be stubbing it out on Diana, maybe, no? Or I don't really know enough about Diana. Maybe you'd never stub it out on the People's Princess, you'd always stub it out on Charles's face.
The only important thing you need to know about brushing my teeth is that me and my housemates share an electric toothbrush. We just have different heads that are colour coded, and mine's got a little rubber band on it.
Swear. I'm trying to do my work, but I never quite get it done. For example, we've got Nardo's tome on surrealism, which I've been slowly working around for ages.
Can have a look in here. This is the sitting room. Sitting room.
Oh my god, love Rothko. We were looking for a print of Rothko and we went through his paintings and we were like, which one do we want? And we thought this one matches the little carpet.
This is the latest. Rebecca gave me that for my birthday.
Folk tradition in, I think I can't remember where it is, somewhere southwest. I think this guy gets chased around.
Yeah, this is some of the surrealist stuff I've been working on. So we've got surrealism against the current here. We've got surrealist sabotage and a war and work here. The esoteric secrets of surrealism here. We've got Joe's Beyond the Blindfold here, which, as you can see, I really did get around to kind of annotating large sections of it.
SJ's partner made this. It's a little collage and there's SJ and me as the gestures. And with our mugs and then the Simpsons hot chocolate there.
That's Patrick Hughes.
This is the
Devil card, which represents bondage to material nature.
You recognise this? You were there when we wrote this poem on the tree bark.
It's fantastic. And this is our shrine.
Tony Earnshaw. Old friend of mine. Jan Schwankmeyer, the filmmaker, amongst other things.
So this park round the corner.
Old American totem pole there, I call him Professor Schnaffel.
The other week I was walking through there, and I found just like a really beautiful clearing bit, and it gave me really quite a strange sensation when I was in there. And I've been slightly obsessed with the space since.
I had a breakdown a few weeks ago. I think I already spoken to the Surrealists about this. But I just gone to my friend's house and I just went downstairs and I started sobbing. Like open mouth, like sobbing. And one of my friends noticed I was missing, so she came to like comfort me. But now her and her partner are just like trying to plan to hang out with me in like the sweetest way ever. They're like, "Hi Ida, how are you doing?"
You know, but it's good to be risk averse, because they should feel scared if I'm here. Because I am vegan, but I will kill them.
Me and Sam don't have kids, we're unlikely to ever have kids, so these are our kids. We've got a few word of a room. We've got Sid for Sloth, very fine sloth. We've got Sharabushka, the famous Russian animation character. I'm a big fan of Sharabushka. And we've got Lenny, which I think I got Sam on our second Christmas together, and wishes us a big fox together, big hugs and big loves. But Lenny's a very fine fox.
And I've been kind of wanting to I don't know, either use it like a ritual space or kind of a place for happenings and stuff.
Should we hang out this week? And I'm like, yeah, let's do it. But it's just quite funny. I should probably see them mostly for their sake, because I think they're really worried about me.
And this glorious gold rabbit, it's got these grey stakes coming out of it.
I was looking at these trees and I had a slightly odd feeling looking at them, and then I started to feel the feeling of a branch kind of pressing into my back, and then in the kind of vision it sort of I could feel it kind of growing into my back and then kind of squeezing between the bones in my spine and like gradually pushing through my chest and kind of parting my ribs to like spring out of the front of me like a big tree branch with leaves. And ever since then, I've had a distrust of trees.
That's nice though, it's cathartic. I think we hold on to a lot of emotions. Like, I think we often feel things that we don't think about. So then you just have to have a big cry about it. It always comes out randomly. I've cried in the gym, cried in the toilets at work. I'm crying all over the place, cried on the bus, obviously.
And there's also an oppressiveness to Manchester. There's all the brick as well. It's very prison-like. I mean, look at that. It's like there's a prison. There's a Hogwarts element, but there's a prison element to it as well. And I think you mix that with the skyscrapers, which are the big metal stakes coming out of the rabbit, and you've got Manchester.
Actually got okay. To be quite honest, when the word starts in the morning as if there's no feeble seats.
You know when it's too much? It's when you don't do the things you enjoy anymore. We have 5 minutes to wait here. I wasn't reading any books, I wasn't watching any films. I wasn't doing anything.
It changes in the moment. I'm trying to get 2 hours of Spanish radio listening in. This time last year I was listening solidly to the latest Cure album.
It's been so long, but now
Yeah, my girlfriend made some of these ones, which I think some of these are like actually far better than mine. I thought this was great. It's like kind of like it looks like a flower bud, but then on the inside it's a shell. And there's something I find quite menacing about it because you've got like this. I mean, obviously it's all made of clay, but the flower's sort of soft and pretty, and then you've got the hard shell.
There's a noughts and crosses game that I've witnessed being played over the course of like 2 weeks. It's the same pen through, and it looks like the same handwriting. So I don't know if it was the same person playing with themselves or what, but like every few days a new circle or X would be added.
And I think maybe I could leave little offerings in there or something when I go through, because I think I'd like to do that. And it's using a thorn that I picked from one of the bushes around there.
The machine once said, "Fuck you, I won't do as you tell me." I'm sure making that point with McDonald's food might be paradoxical at best. So it's all about this. This is the medicine. I can't get Ritalin, but I do have this.
So this is the brook.
My idea of what around me isn't what's around me, and by just readjusting the lenses and my own perspective, things which may seem drab and quotidian can just take on the shock of a new, accidentally. Which yet again I think is part of the mindset that you need to have when engaging with surrealism.
And also I think you can also just be creative in the way that you relate to people and the way that you move through life in the world, and you can be creative with your beliefs, you can be creative with all sorts of things.
If I could realize I'd die, then I would be a lot nicer. Used to believe in a lot more. Now I just see straight ahead. That's not to say I don't have good times, but as for my days, I spend them waiting. Crash sites keep me up at night. Impact division, it splits into directly underneath you.
Hello. We've got to get going. So, you follow me. Yeah, my colleague did this to my head. I don't work for Tesco's.
Playing chess with a young man with ASD. I ended up being dragged from my classroom to use my height to put things up in the corridor. So I didn't do much teaching this afternoon, I was just sort of a human paper clamp. You sure that I can still run around? I can't run around fast like I used to, but I can still run around for an hour and, you know, not end up knackered.
Well, yeah, I made these the other year. The back's quite good actually, if you see that. It's Lincolnshire. I just always had a funny feeling about it.
I feel I have a very weak memory of my own history.
You do not want to know the day I've had.
Admin-y stuff, contacting, talking to people.
Fond memories of my brother coming home from university, I guess he would have been. Because he's like almost like 20 years older. So when he was coming home from university, I would have been still very young. And it being like a joyful experience because he would be on my side against my sister, the next one up from me, who's 6 years older than me, who would pick on me mercilessly and torment me. And when he came home, I had an ally, and we'd roll up newspapers and attack her with the rolled up newspapers and things like that. That's a joyful memory.
Let's do stuff like this.
But yeah, this is Highfield Park. This is the start of it. I come here like probably, yeah, I think like 3 or 4 times, well, almost every day actually when I'm working from home.
But how was my lunch break?
Yes.
It was good. So what I did is I did what I normally do, what I do sometimes. Pop in headphones, have a little nappy thing, and I let visions come to me. And often I let these visions decide what I'm doing with the day.
And back tomorrow. And also maybe some work tonight if we get a decision tonight.
Takes it. See if we can get this to work this time.
So I saw a black figure, black cloaked figure, almost like death, but not quite. It's quite hard to see, it's quite blurry. Black figure amongst loads of moss. These trees and walls just covered in moss, so it's really green, but then in the centre there was this long black figure and with sort of white eyes and teeth showing. Actually, I'd say it was less white, more grey on reflection. And the moss was what stuck out for me, and the sort of death-like figure stood out for me. So we're going to search for that.
From that friend of mine who died in April. It's one that he gave me. And actually, I think he was my fishing buddy, so this is probably the first time I've actually been fishing since he died.
There is a place where me and a friend recorded some music a while ago, and it's got some nice stones, which make nice sounds when you rub other stones on them. I'm trying to remember where that was.
It would be like, I suppose he would consider it as not fully serious angling.
I should definitely go for a Ukrainian Avisa. Let's see, what peels of some kind. Ooh, this is, I've never had this one before. Well, this is Ukrainian, this will be from Lviv. How strong is it?
They're amazing. It kind of makes your eyes go a bit cross-eyed. Like I say, all the things that I found in this park that I really like, I found when I've got lost. Which is why it's quite hard to find them again when you're trying to say, oh no, it can't be that way, that's the complete wrong way. Well, it's definitely that way then.
Who wants to see that? Okay, I'm lost. No, I'm not lost. Never lost. This. Where? I'm so bad at directions, it's actually shocking. What's with, oh, here it is.
Platform 1. Hello.
Perch!
Like I say, yeah, really interesting place.
Spiky dorsal fin and the stripy body.
I don't buy books very often. I usually just go to the library. But that book I was telling you about this morning, that I went to the library and I had to return it. Oh my god. Are we allowed in?
I think the alarm's just gone off. Probably everyone's coming out.
No! Please.
Types things happen by accident and necessity, and new facts emerge.
There's a little brown trout, wild trout.
I guess it's for horses. But it's nice to imagine other causes, some kind of perpetual ring of human toil and misery, perhaps.
We don't really know. Maybe it's like some kind of Minotaur glory hole where he just holds himself in position and whatever happens at the back, happens at the back.
Sorry, do you think I'll be let in or do you think that's it because you close in 20 minutes?
I don't know. I wouldn't bank on it because it's probably going to be their out of hours service
Right,
after 5 and it might take them a while to get here.
Right.
You can schlep around, you know. Just a cycle of pain. A cycle of visceral, never-ending pain. You can imagine it's that if you'd like.
Matt! Matt, save me! Oh, and it's raining.
Interestingly, somebody has drawn a dick for him.
We're on the right track. This is actually, I think, where we were supposed to go.
So to be honest, it's isn't really something I do alone a lot. But I have done it alone. But I tend to do it with random people.
I think we're just going to walk around this one. Come on.
Okay.
Yeah, because it shows on back order on our website and it would only do that.
Okay. You sold out.
Yeah.
That's alright,
yeah.
can I order it?
Yeah, sure. I will.
I guess you have to jump across these.
We would get on a random train. So we'd go to Lancaster Station because it doesn't have barriers like Lancaster Station. And we would get on a train at random and see where it went. Occasionally we got caught.
Have I ever been tortured? Probably not by European Convention on Human Rights standards. Or any standards. What do you consider to be torture though? I consider sitting in a windowless office to be torture sometimes. And I do that every day.
A better future is always possible, and there's always curveballs that you haven't planned for and maybe couldn't even conceive of.
I don't know which way to go. I thought we'd find it around here because it looks like this is where it would be.
Yeah, I've never been here before, so I don't know where I'm going.
Certain things I will read and they resonate, you know, you think, oh, that kind of aligns with a feeling that I've had but not actually been able to put into words.
Yeah, we just walked past it like 5 times. They moved a load of stuff. This is the place we're looking for. They've moved all these stones around, you know. Because these weren't the stones that I played last time.
Okay, we got good news.
So you're doing lots of these sorts of stuff?
Oh my god, all my work was worth it. I don't even know where we're going. I'm lost. And I should know my way around here, but I don't. Oh my god.
I'm going quite instinctively.
Manchester.
This is going to be a park. I think it's going to be, oh god, St. Catherine's Park, I think.
I think it really does sound beautiful.
Black cat, bad luck.
I don't see any berries. There's one. There. But I don't see a great abundance of them.
My next door neighbour's cat Figral really likes me. Sort of slowly made me more of a cat person. And I like cats, but they always, there's a slight level of distrust they have for me.
Yeah, there's a few, but I don't think it's really worth picking them. This is where climbers have been.
The road looks like it might curve. Do you think it curves? It's been trod, it's a path. That's one of Aesop's rules.
It might even just be a piece of art.
Yeah, but there doesn't seem to, there's a few, but there's not really enough to make a pie.
Yeah. I've just climbed down that crack there because there's a bit of water at the bottom.
Yeah.
Then I tried traversing across.
Well, this is the thing, isn't it? You have to get from one end to the other.
We're going to build the tram stop to Sandhill. It's going to be really useful. The one thing I would say about Sandhills is I used to go walk around there when I was living in Harperley. I'd go to the park and I'd walk around it as part of the exercise routine. I remember seeing some suitcases over there. Somebody had been chopped up and been thrown down in the bank.
As much as I'm loving to see all the artwork, I'm going to find Robin's things first.
God's challenge, the wind and the sun, to take the jacket off a young gentleman. And the wind was like, oh, I'll take the jacket off the young gentleman. And he pal de gaze blew. I couldn't see the man doing this, but I imagine he was doing this with the phone. It blew, and the man just clutched onto his jacket tighter, and the wind didn't get the jacket off him. Whereas the sun just gently warmed up, and the man got hot and took it off. And the man over the phone was telling me this because he was the sun, and he'd been very gentle and polite to me, is what he was telling me. And that's why he had succeeded in getting what he wanted from me. Whereas other customers or people over the phone were the wind, and they were constantly blowing and being too aggressive.
Should we try submitting to this?
I don't know if you'll feel like a qualitative difference as you walk through the door. I always think I do. But yeah, I stumbled across this place the other month, and there's just lots of things I like about it. But I didn't spot this until the way out last time, but there's this horned tree here. And if you squint, there are all sorts of faces you can see on this thing. And it's kind of foreboding, but kind of reassuring at the same time.
Yeah, the suitcases I spoke of before were over there.
And then came to this spot. And I don't know if it makes sense to you, but in the same way it does to me, but this, I really, really like this little space.
Oh wow. Okay, well they clearly plugged this.
Seaside towns always have a dark undercurrent. Lots of despair, lots of unemployment, lots of people coming on a very short-term basis looking for hedonistic thrills.
So what do we do with that? Do we leave it there for him to come back and find it, or do we hand it in somewhere?
I sort of explore both the world and the mind in tangent, is what I like to think. Right, down we go.
Yeah, right, executive decision, we'll leave it here. So we want to have a better option. And if anything, if we think of anything between here and the car park, we can always come back.
Is that there's this tree here, and it's got this branch that comes off it, and it comes from down here and goes up here, and all the way up here, and up there, and it goes all the way up there, and then comes all the way down here, and then all the way in the middle. And if I stand on my tiptoes, well, actually, oh no, it's that bit, yeah. It just pats me on the head, which is quite nice as well. And if you want, if you stand over there, you can pat me on the head. If you give it a little, if you manipulate it slightly, you can give me a rub on the head. That's nice.
He's left a phone with his bus card in it.
Right.
I didn't know what to do. Because I thought, if I picked it up and took it, where could I do? What could I do with it?
What did you do with it? Yeah, well, yeah.
So I've just left it there on the assumption that he'll remember at some point and come back looking.
Oh, we've got concrete cancer, which is a technical term for what happens to concrete when it gets to a certain age. It starts to disintegrate,
Wow, we're on a path.
Who did 4 or 5 massive totem poles which look like this here at Salford Uni at the Health and Social Care building, and they're quite famous. And some people think this is the same guy, and some people will insist that it isn't.
Oh, it's ringing! It's ringing! How do you answer it? Can you even see it?
Answer.
Hello!
Oh, hi, who's that, please?
Well, I've just found this phone on a bench at Doffcocker Lodge.
I'm just walking back from the car park. Are you?
Well, I'm heading down to the car park.
Oh, so can we wait on that little bridge then?
Yes?
How's the paint?
The clay bit that we made the other day, because my pot that I want to put on one of these trees to leave stuff in is sadly not dry, but don't know where would be good to hang it. What do you think? There's a little, I could probably go on there, or even just on there. That's kind of nice. Although that is in the height for pilfering hands, but maybe that's fair.
And you're meant to make it like, so, oh my god, how do you do this so easily?
First things first, I am going to grab a big sack of... Oh, I've got enough, haven't I? Please tell me I've got enough. I'll be really annoyed if I don't.
I just feel unable to make things, but I don't know if that's true.
Sticks and dog walks were like definitely a formation for me. Like I'd pretend I was wielding like a sword or a staff. And yeah, it was great. That was really the founding moments of me. And that's why I think dogs are quite important in my life. And then, you know, walking, imagination all comes with those. When my first dog Bob died, I was only young, and I believe my imagination had died with him. I believed that he was like a conduit, a prism of which imagination shot from him into me, and without him as a tool, I'd lost my imagination. I believed that for a long time.
I wish there was somebody who would just tell me what to make and what to do. I just feel like, you know what I really like about the Surrealists?
What?
Is that when we're given homework and then I'm forced to make something within a very specific parameter, and that actually forces me to make something.
Climbing up is going to be difficult. It gets quite steep.
Where do you start? What do you even do? Maybe it's that I don't think I'm good enough to make anything.
Yeah, do you want to walk around the perimeter with me? Maybe we should do that. I tend to go anti-clockwise. Come on, get in step. I don't necessarily think about anything when I do it. I think if you're feeling a bit stressed, if you walk around sort of 4 or 5 times, let's do 5 times. You can sort of leave feeling quite calm.
Like, what value does this have? Nothing. It's fun and I enjoy it and I like it. I guess it means something to me.
I genuinely did not prepare for this in any way. But actually food might also be something we have to think about.
And now we've got bay leaves, as bought from a Polish store. We've got finger chilies. We've got a big bag of yellow stickered veg. We've got coriander. And we've got tomatoes.
It just feels, it's so funny to say that, and you just like buy a saxophone and do it. It feels so impossible.
Weirdly, my Uncle Ray had one of the first induction hobs in the UK. He got one from Japan in the early 90s, so he could he's an engineer, so they could build a European version of these things that Chinese scientists have come up with. I mean, I've had this about 6-7 years, and it's maybe the best thing I've ever bought.
You're in a sort of different neck of the woods. It's in a good place. But yeah, I don't know, but I do feel different when I walk through the door. Every time. I feel quite different.
But that's why I like writing haikus as well, because you're forced into such a specific parameter that you have to do this.
But of course, that's me being reductive. If it's been trod, it's a path.
I like sneaking up on a cat while the cat sneaks up on a mouse. Saw me coming.
Didn't know what to do really.
Well, I know, he was walking then, have you seen this fish?
The fish? Ooh.
Look at it.
Ooh.
Thank you so much for that.
Oh, that's
massive, isn't it?
It's come out of here.
I can't even see what it is, can you? Never seen one that big.
I'm going to say it's a bream. I would think it's a bream, a big bream.
Maybe. I think law is quite interesting actually. I really like law. And I think you can be quite creative in law with the arguments that you make. But not everybody thinks that. Obviously that's people who aren't in law probably don't think that. They think, well, the law is this, and you argue the law. But if that were the case, then everybody would just make the right decision all the time, and there would be no interpretation or anything. But the point is that you argue a really specific case of your choosing, and you can get creative with it.
Was it further up the phone on the bench? Yeah.
It was on the bench, yeah, quite a way round. And we picked it up and looked at it. Right, and then had a look to see if there was a contact number, couldn't see one. And just didn't really know what to do then.
Like, she just sort of took names from things and then repurposed them. And that's my qualms with Harry Potter. The only reasonable qualms to have Harry Potter, of course. That's a joke. They're all the result of a dice roll. So really there's not much different between me throwing a dice to decide where we're going or just following someone else picking them through their rooms.
I feel like I have all these thoughts and feelings and I just can't articulate anything, and I think that just contributes to a overwhelming loneliness.
My job is very, very surreal. It's children and the children I work with. You've got to be able to step outside of consensus reality. You've got to be able to kind of understand things that would seem absolutely batshit to most people most of the time.
I just don't have the words. Like, I don't know why I can't do things. I don't know why I don't just draw, or why I don't just do what I want to do.
Basically, right, one doesn't choose to become a surrealist. One always was.
That's the beauty of chance.
It's never too late to do anything if that thing will bring you joy. And you don't know if it will bring you joy. You have to try it. Maybe I forget that sometimes.
I wonder what caused that. I think we caused that commotion.
Yes. I call it surrealism to describe naive realism. The idea that the objects we see are somehow concrete, when in fact they're abstractions. And at an abstracted level, they're very, very real. It's just they contain more information and more potential than we've been conditioned to see. So surrealism for me is a way of breaking out of this matrix that makes the world look solid and familiar in a very instrumentalised way.
Everything has an effect on who you are as a person, both short term and long term, and this is no exception to that.
It's allowed me to be a bit stranger in ways that I wasn't.
I do feel kind of like a bit of a liberation in kind of creative processes through working with the group.
The regular meetings just being a thing, you don't have to do something special each time. Actually, a good way, a good sort of foundation, it's a good foundation for other things to spring off.
Because it is a kind of sustained activity. As to how it will have an effect, I don't know. I do not know. I might come to regret it.
I feel like I can do things that are just the average person just maybe wouldn't, but it's hard to do it by yourself.
It's the kind of thing I've wanted to do for years, but say between the ages of say 23 and say 43, it would have been impossible. So it's just like a really nice thing to be doing, and so it's going to help me evolve because it's allowing me to do that which I wanted to do that I've not been able to do for so long.
I think the nice thing about the group is that everyone brings something different and quite specific to it, and I think that's the really nice thing is that, like, I don't know whether that's because of the size of it or because of the makeup of the group or just because of the context of what we're doing, but I think everyone has quite a different, there's loads of overlap obviously, but I think there's quite a different set of things each people brings to the group, and each of those feels really enriching, and like I learn a lot from every individual in the group in different ways.
I don't know if they're my mentors.
In terms of picking stuff up, Pete, yeah.
People as individuals have influenced my life, like Pete.
But I do. I love Pete.
And particularly being guiding light in surrealism, I guess. So, you know, I will be indebted for that.
I think he's so neat. I just think he's a really nice guy.
But have I listened to him? Yeah, I have.
And I really like Emmett, and I really like Simon. I really like everyone, to be honest with you.
In terms of talking about surrealism, he has an understanding of the corpus that's, 30, 40 years old. Say, Joe knows his surrealism, but it would feel strange for me to address him with questions about the corpus in quite the same way. I do have a way of addressing Joe, but it's a slightly different register.
So I do feel like I hate the word comrade, but I do feel like he's more of a comrade than a mentor. A mentor relationship implies a sort of massive hierarchy, but he is more of a comrade. I think all of us are more comrades. We're all sort of, we do things out of curiosity.
Yeah, Joe, obviously. Joe is the inspiration. He's the youthful, I see a lot of myself in Joe. He's not the same kind of, I've not got the same kind of personality and never have had. But it's just that kind of thirst or inquisitive mind that has intuitively grasped that there's something worth pursuing there. and has effortlessly skipped over the fanboy stage. I see a lot of these so-called surrealists who pop up here and there. They're just fans of surrealism. They don't seem to have fully engaged in it in the same way that Joe has. And I find that truly inspiring.
I don't think I would want to pick specific names, because I think the thing that feels important is that it's the group. I think the group feels important out of it, which is why I sort of think, you know, if like people, I don't know if it did disband or if it changed or yeah, I think because I think it's the group rather than the individuals, and I think that's the kind of process that I think is important.
I really admire them. I really appreciate a bunch of people who can just be a little strange and not give a fuck, 'cause I think everybody gives too much of a fuck. But man, we need more women. 'Cause I need more women who don't give a fuck, in my opinion. So get on that recruiting. Everyone. Get more women in this group. Yeah. No, I adore them. I love them so much. I think Mentor's interesting because I don't try to emulate them in any way. But I emulate them in the way I guess the Surrealists have impacted me. And I emulate them in my life, I guess.
I don't know, I have this feeling that you see me as some kind of like teacher or guru. It's not some kind of, it's nothing that I feel comfortable. I don't feel comfortable with that. But I kind of feel that there is that perception of me. I hope I'm wrong, because I don't think I qualify.
But you know, how do you ever know what impact you have on anything? When I worked with kids, well, I worked in secure welfare for a while. I worked with kids who'd killed, kids who'd raped. And the thing is I work with them every day, and you don't see, you know, you're never going to see the effect you've had on these lives. You're throwing out seeds, 99 out of 100 of those seeds won't sprout. One of those seeds will sprout and will cause consequences you can't even dream of. And in some ways, it's not really your problem. You've done your bit. So I don't know quite how I'm going to change everybody's trajectories down the road. I'm sure a lot of the things I do intentionally to kind of bring about change result in no change, and maybe it's the small things I don't even think of that reshape the world.
It's given you kind of an example that you can have a lifelong interest in something, and it's not just going to be a fleeting association or a fad. It's something that has no end.
I mean, we're all, maybe some of the doing things, like he put forward the cabbage idea, and we would have never done the cabbage idea if someone hadn't put it forward with confidence, and if someone hadn't put it through so confidently, it wouldn't have gone through.
I'm making the website, so maybe that'll be an impact. I don't know. I don't like talking about myself.
See, I think we're going back to that lack of self-respect I have for myself, because I don't think I've made an impact. I don't know. I don't think I have, to be honest with you. Maybe, I don't know. It's nice to see me once a week, I guess. A bit depressing.
If there's an idea, I enjoy going with the idea and kind of like pushing it forwards to like maybe the limits of where it could be. I suppose maybe like a level of enthusiasm or willingness to do that maybe would be something I'd hope people feel I'd bring.
You know, the thing about me is I know a lot of random things from many, many fields, and I can cross-reference stuff. Sometimes that can come across as absolutely stunning genius, and sometimes it can come across as incomprehensible, and sometimes it can be like, yeah, he's just winging it.
What unites us?
Slight rejection of just normality.
We have a will to understand things that's not just limited to reading in a book or talking and sharing like thought knowledge to each other.
A sense of curiosity mostly.
Willingness to be looked at a bit strangely.
We're all probably more philosophical, more introverted than the average member of society.
Willingness to play.
Openness that is people are often too afraid to step into.
It's about experience. So the two things of experience and curiosity, I think, come together.
Being willing to kind of push yourself outside of your comfort zone.
Spurred on by the curiosity of what will this be like.
I'd say that everyone is pretty smart.
So also a sense of humour and a sense of kind of the meaning of joy and the importance of joy.
I think there's a willingness to engage with ideas that most people would find odd or scary.
But what unites us is just jumping into it and having a go. Just experimenting, just being willing to let the guard down.
And there's the Andre Masson quote, which is, surrealism is the collective experience of individuality.
With other people, I suppose. It does take a leap of faith to do that. I'm not a big believer in faith, but if that's the nearest thing I would say to having faith in anything, is that sometimes you just have to take that leap. And I'm just trying to think, I think without exception really, I think everybody involved in the group at the moment has taken that leap. They're all prepared to risk looking a fool with each other.
I think it's like any creative process. You could say that everything's been written, everything's been done, but that's never the case. It's not been done by. There's so many specificities that make everything different all the time.
Well, because it is essentially an experiential thing. You have to do it. You can read about it all you want. We'll never really. You won't really know what it's like to do it unless you do it. This is the conversation I have with academics who I meet up with every now and again, who have far bigger knowledge of surrealism than I do, in the fact of, in the sense of they've read everything, they know all the dates, they know the history, they know the theory. But they're often very reluctant to actually get involved. And that is a kind of an academic discipline, I realise that. But they, by the same token, they can never really know what it's like until they get involved.
Because we're looking for that Venn diagram overlap of things that interest us as a collective, things that interest some of us as individuals, things that have currency within a surrealist corpus, and things that maybe haven't been tried in surrealism, or maybe haven't been done for a while, or maybe haven't been done in a particular context. So I think there's several factors. And I think where there's an intersection, something kind of resonates and it ends up in the piss jar.
We are going to have to live more community and community based than we are at the moment, and I think living imaginatively as and as more grassroots people is what's going to be interesting. I think that's the fun of it.
Experiences impact every single person uniquely. I think we want to know about life, we want to know about each other's experiences, and when you do something all together, you can kind of compare. It's kind of like that data collection. You can it's when we drew all those pictures, not that I was there for that, but that was really interesting. Like, you drew all these pictures and then you could compare, oh, interesting, where did that person get that from? And I guess like you become a group of friends because you're like looking into each other's psyches almost, and you get to know each other like that. And I guess we all just want to know each other a bit more. That's nice.
It's not the output or the kind of whether or not it's been done before, or whether it's whatever else. It's not about that really.
Anything else you want to say to anyone else while on the subject? No?
Not necessarily, yeah.
Well, this is our spot, yeah?
You're making me feel like a fool in the train station.
Maybe it's where a big snake died, and when the corpse rotted, it left this space that now water can easily flow through.
Nice bit of mud. That is technically a goit, which is a man-made river.
I like it when people have a fringe that joins into the eyebrows and it all becomes one thing.
I'm actually quite shy. I generally can only spread myself so far socially before I start to overheat.
I don't feel awkward. This doesn't make me feel awkward. You know that? Doesn't even make me feel awkward though. That's the crazy thing. I don't even feel awkward though. You can tell, like, I don't even feel awkward when you're doing this.
And that's the soft ground everywhere, Matt. We're in so much danger right now. On every side, we're surrounded by soft ground.
I'm sure no problem that anybody has had is unique.
Dare me to step up? No chance. That's not even funny to joke about. Be careful, it's looking soft over there. You shouldn't joke around with soft ground. Soft ground is dangerous.
I used to work in a lot of care homes, and I used to end up becoming the catering guy in most of those places.
As my Nana Joan used to say, never feel safe and sound when there is soft ground around.
I don't know, it's just like, who cares? Just another person saying something. Everybody's trying to say something. I feel like I'm more of a just feel it. I've stopped taking photos of things because I just like don't. I'm just sitting here and I'm looking at it. I don't need a photo of it.
Oh, the summertime has come.
Feed hungry kids and sort it all in.
Maybe it would be nice to take photos again. But that also just might be my depression. I recently got rid of a bunch of clothes because I'm like, I don't give a fuck about this, who cares? Again, might be the depression. What do you think?
So, now turn the power off. One last stir. Voila! C'est terminé.
Just leave all the stuff in the box that's in the box. Don't think I've got anything extra to add. I think that's all.
Oh my god, that's a little rat that Robin's made. I think Robin made it, but it's their friend, that's what I know. And that's their dog Ruby. I need to... Which one would you live in? I think I'd live in... I mean, that one looks pretty cozy. I guess there's just so much to do. It's like the fig thing we were talking about earlier. There's so many different ways to do art. There's so many different things you can do that you just feel constantly overwhelmed with it all.
Oh no. Yeah, I find it very hard.
Yeah.
I don't really know what to say.
Yeah, I feel like you look at it like.
But let's just kind of. Oh shit! Actually, hold on. And that's why I struggle, I think, because I'm worried that I'm being perceived as a narcissist. I'm not a narcissist. Am I? Am I a narcissist? You've got so much shit in here. What the hell?
Very narcissistic thing to say.
Petrol, they're just in like on a pallet.
No, they've got their own petrol station. Thank you.
Do you have a bottle of... No, I don't.
It's been so long since someone.
Who are you? Stranger.
I don't know, but you come to sit down.
You just come for a sit down?
Yeah.
Take the weight off.
Oh, I've got a mic.
Why have I got a mic? Why have I don't know, some guy's just been following me around all day.
I didn't get a mic at all. That would have been great. My day was just dominated by wind.
Wind? You had wind?
Yeah. My day was very windy.
As I live. After my first Surrealist meeting, I remember Joe, which is actually interesting because it's the topic of our next meeting, or we were talking about how we don't touch enough things. And since then, I like to touch all the trees and leaves and stuff, and it feels really nice. I thought everybody was really nice. I felt like I could be really open and honest with everyone, and that you wouldn't be judged. The theme was laughing and crying, I think.
The boulder is the figure, and that is the figure's shadow.
You know what I was saying earlier when I was like, sometimes I say things and I'm serious, but nobody else takes it seriously. I feel like there I was saying the things and everybody was like, interesting, like, and they were just like answering or responding rather than being like, ha ha ha, silly Ida.
just admiring your little beer mats.
Oh, I tell you.
Do you take them everywhere
Yes,
you go?
we take them with us. Yes.
Wow. And you made them yourself?
No,
Wouldn't bought them.
I got them from a little emporium shop in Rhythm at the weekend.
Oh, right.
But she knows I'm a bit anal about beer mats, so everywhere we go, she
I do
tends to bring beer mats.
I do like a beer mat, but I would never have even thought to bring my own.
So rather than something being a question, then being like, oh, that's so silly, we don't need to talk about that. Or thinking of it just a statement. They thought of it as something to like engage in or talk about.
Yeah, I was actually going to suggest that we do a food double date.
Now.
This is Mama's birthday gift to you. Happy birthday, enjoy yourself.
There's not really that many good stones, they're quite round.
Oh, you know, the other view, that view is really nice, Matt. The church. The church is really
Yeah,
nice.
and out there's quite beautiful too. You're looking in all the wrong directions.
Yeah.
I'm being filmed. Not all the time. Not all the time. By a friend. He's a friend. He's a normal friend.
I'm not used to the grass first, but yeah, well, that Jeep's cool.
Death is kind of like an angel. They are depictions of death with the Grim Reaper with wings. Like, so maybe there is a crossover. I mean, when we were on the edge of that cliff, like we could have fallen to our death, I guess. And that's the spirit of adventure, isn't it? Like, humanity is risking. Right now, we've done this so unplanned.
It's a normal amount of salmon, I think. And I'm quite a hungry girl today.
Just outside here, which is perfect for doll making.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, fix that to my. That would work. Doing it.
Really great.
I wouldn't say that. But this is. I feel like this is very. I guess I wanted it to be true to life. Just kind of.
I suppose this is quite true of us, isn't it?
It doesn't
there's
feel.
a lot of like when we're together. There's quite a lot of. Will we make this decision or will we make this other decision? We're not going to make decisions.
I think. I suppose. Yeah. I suppose the thing I'm thinking is it feels less surreal than perhaps what I imagine your day with Joe might have been like.
Look at this, I'm eating fish and chips looking at that.
Do you want to do
Have I-
anything surreal?
What would I do?
I don't know.
Why are you laughing at me?
I don't know. I just thought it was a funny thing to ask you. See what you might do.
Very hot. They're fresh. Incredible. Mushy peas. Mushy peas.
A little harder, try a little more, get your feet on the floor, come on, Michael. It's just not the same without you. Sun shines and flowers space, and sighs and sighs all over the place.
We were making lots of jokes about you. Yeah. Well, I will.
I've been able to teach several classes of kids who can barely speak where the Lord's Prayer is important. Well, best bit is, trying to teach kids of Islamic faith with severe learning this about the importance of certain arcane aspects of Christianity.
I feel incredibly.
Have you met each other before tonight?
I've had a great day.
The world is an insane place. Nothing makes sense. The fact that war exists and poverty exists, and the fact that some people have all the money and some people have no money, the fact that people die from curable diseases and long waiting lists and homes that are empty and people are out there in the cold, the fact that abandoned buildings can be squatted in, buildings that nobody uses, and then the people who are squatting get kicked out. None of this makes any sense. But it is what we are told is sane and normal and rational, and this is what we should accept, but we shouldn't accept it. And I think a step of not accepting that should be surrealism.
I mean, work wasn't even that bad. I think it's close to having like a proper, perfect day. Your adventure, silliness, good food. It's one of those days that like, yeah, no, couldn't have done it differently actually. This is exactly how it should have been done.
What can I say? It's been a blast!
You're cursed.
It's going to be a way, really.
My God. Oh, let's sit and eat. Might sit on that chair across from you.
And I guess one day these will be the bones, the relics of a epoch in time.
Yeah.
Like subjects.
Well, these things will be lost like tears in the rain.
Some of the like more trespassy parts of it. Having someone with you gives you more of the confidence. There are people in there.
Oh, it's gonna be this is gonna be instructions.
You can't remember anything, yeah? Just things that I thought was meaningful to you. When's the
today, are we?
When's the
Oh,
pub?
it's just today.
When's the pub? When's the pub? We got fish and chips.
Never drag when moving it, always lift it. I'm actually quite bad at this stuff, so.
Down on us.
We were doing stretching.
Well, yeah, we were doing some stretching.
I think that was the perfect one, essentially.
It fits.
Put it in.
Lost in.
Lost,
is-
or just lost memory of himself.
Oh, I've done it too.
Would you actually pass on the entire thing
In
about
his memory.
the memory
Wait, what
part
was
of the
it?
meeting?
Lost in his memory of himself.
Lost in memories of himself.
Because, like, I think you can be happy without having an inflated sense of self. But I guess you have to have some sort of pride in yourself. I don't think you can be completely disparaging of yourself. Yeah, I don't think anything I can do if my brain is the way it is. at this moment could lead to me respecting myself because I have a great job and I do good work, but I still don't respect myself. Though I think other people respect me for it, but then I resent them for respecting me for it. But then how do you find self-respect? I don't understand. I guess just by trying. You gotta respect somebody who's trying, can't you? I respect people who create. I respect people who live their lives. Puppet shadow.
Or only puppet shadow.
Blank, blank, blank.
Only puppet shadow.
His wedding dance is only puppet shadow.
Only reads better.
Only
Puppet
puppet shadow.
Why isn't it going down? Maybe I should turn it around. Oh, my back's starting to hurt.
There's the one that was approached.
Is that right?
Evening everyone, we will shortly be arriving into Stalybridge. All passengers for Stalybridge, please.
There you are.
Maybe 20 years' time might be a bit more realistic.
Everyone else can do it. Why can't I? Though this chair has no review, so I don't know if everybody else can do it.
I must stop my unbound lovely toes from waking. Bottle up my bloodworm. My wife lost her crease. Looser plasmid. Inalienable creep lost in his memories of himself, trounced by his first wedding dance's final puppet shadow. Am I the creep? We no longer sleep.
That's surrealism.
That was
Hey, that is surrealism.
We did it! Holy shit. Oh god, let me sit down. Jesus Christ, my back hurts. Oh. Imagine if the whole thing collapsed.
And that's been great. And now my body feels quite tired. And I'm back here in these streets where we started. And I'm soon going to go back to the bed from the very start where we started. And there's probably something profound to say about that. Yeah.
I found a roundabout in Levenshulme.
I think she'd be up for a picnic, definitely.
Yeah, I think picnic, and then maybe that's how we invite her, because you said you felt guilty that you didn't invite her.
Yeah.
But like again, we don't really do invitations. People just sort of come.
You know what about the Copperhead?
I don't think it's
This is a snapshot of my life. One day in the life on planet Psi.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I will look forward to seeing the finished products.
Now I'm really dizzy and you have to go home. But I can't stand up because I'm too dizzy. Do you want to try spinning on the chair? Thank you for the day, Matt. Thank you for keeping me company.
Your own personal.
Thank you very much for the day.
Thank you. Thank you.
Having me over. I'll grab this back from you.
That's it, I'm done.
Alright, ta-ta for now.
See you next time.
Well, thank you for today.
Thank you.
It's been really good. I would say the day was as perfect as it could be. I think I had a great time. I wonder what everyone else's day is like, whether they also had perfect days or just very menial days, bad days. If you get a bad day crossed with this day, that's going to be really funny. Anyway, wait, which hand? Well, this one. I'll see you at the next meeting.
We had some highs and we had some lows. And that's every day for the rest of your life. Bye bye.
What do the herring's eyes? I don't know. What is it? What is it?
Oh, he's
What
on
was
about
the thing? The format for it? It doesn't matter.
I can't do it.
It's not working, is it?
Keep it confusing.
Not surreal.
I don't know. I don't really know what surrealism means. I don't know what it means.